Good afternoon. We're coming to you live from the St. George's Presbyterian Church in East London. That's where the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu memorial is being held. And today, as I am speaking to you, I have someone there who's been through with the Arch himself when he was at the Eastern Cape. You'll remember that when the Arch came back from King's College in London, where he acquired his master's, he came to the Eastern Cape in Fort Hare, to be specific. But also what is important is that the Arch was also the chairperson of the TRC that was held in East London in 1996. But with me, I do have Reverend Lulama Nchinga, who's going to be telling us about the organization of today's event. Lulama, thank you very much for your time. And tell us a bit about the organization of today's event. What is the link between this organization and the Arch himself?
Today's event is very important in the Eastern Cape because we remember the Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who in the Eastern Cape is known as a leader of an ecumenical movement under the SABC. And so we meet today because in this part of the world, when it comes to apartheid, I think the ecumenical movement under the SABC with civil society has been very, very strong and has been supporting it greatly. When our leaders have been arrested, he has been always there to support them. And so we meet today in memory and in honor of his ministry in South Africa and the world. So today we are here as different denominations. We are here with civil society organizations. We are here with the provincial government. We are here as the people of the Eastern Cape to begin to say, this was a lovely man. This is a man we respect. This is a man we laugh with. And this is a man that we want to honor today.
You understand there are conflicting views. Some are saying he was a man of the cloth. Some are saying he was a politician, while others are saying he was a social justice activist. How would you like to remember him?
I will first remember him as a family man, because wherever he is, he always walk and be accompanied by his wife, Leah, and he loves his children. He always support them. That I would respect. And secondly, I would want us to remember him as a moral compass in this country, because he have worked very hard to make sure that he brings moral authority to what is happening in the country during apartheid and during the democratic rule. And so I would see him, and we need to remember him as a man who is a moral compass in this country.
Lastly, during the TRC commission, we know that the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu was the one that was chairing those that commission, which sat for the first time here in East London. What was the interaction with him at the time?
Well, remember Oxford Street, where the City Hall is. That's where the first meetings of the TRC happened. And at the time, I was leading the Eastern Cape Council of Churches. And of course, I was part of a group that is hosting the TRC. And of course, as a person, we've been interacting with him in the ecumenical movement and also in the Anglican Church. So during the TRC, I've been part of the TRC and I've been part of preparing for it. And so we know him as a crying man, especially around the issues of injustices that were being told during the TRC.
Thank you very much. Well, there you have it. That was Reverend Lulama Nchinga giving us some insight in terms of how he and the others that were at the Eastern Cape at the time of the TRC interacted with the late Reverend Desmond Tutu. Back to you in studio.